Okay, that was the little YouTube thing. Lots of the numbers at sea. Never actually finished that one, so map. Let's just fast travel to here. First things first will be this. If Ambush at Sea has like a couple of different missions back to back, I will first do those. And afterwards the actual DLC is going to start. Where is... I'm not sure where I need to jump. Alright, good that it's behind a tree. Alright, let's move. I'm actually excited for this. I've moved up to level 40 like I said I would. So...
Clear off now! Oh.
Have you heard the story of courageous Captain Foxidas? The
No.
magnificent...
You said
Please tell me.
Goddess of Siwa. What was her name? Which battle are you talking about?
You have not had? Oh, my friend, then you are in for a treat. Let me tell you how it happened.
And we're actually switching character, I guess, right? Yep. Maybe I can call this highest side story, something like that, like just this episode. Because that's all I'm planning to do, like just a side story of her.
Legend has it.
Oh god.
The noble Greek captain and the Egyptian goddess sailed from Alexandria's Golden Coast in search of the feared Gabiniani fleet, with only their sturdy trireme and loyal against the Gabiniani's fabled warships. Floating mountains, carrying 10,000 men, bristling with oars and fire.
Where are these mongrel Gabiniani? My informant assured me they would pass here. I'll throttle his scrawny neck if he told me wrong.
Who are the Gabiniani? Where do they come from?
Exiles of Rome who took
Let's
Egypt
go.
as their home. Traitorous rats, everyone. With the discipline of Rome and the ruthlessness of Ptolemy. Worthy opponents for the likes of us.
Well, we have to stop them before they can join Ptolemy's fleet.
We'll find them, Aya, and send them to ruin. Not one of these salt-soaked hull rats will pass us alive. There!
Is that their whole fleet?
Poseidon's peace, no, woman. That's only part of their full strength. The lesser part by the looks. Triremes only. There's no sign of their damned octarine. This works in our favor. We can work them down, ship by ship.
Strike oars and ready your bows! We attack!
Give no quarter, men! These devils will give us none!
We have an octarine? How will we face it?
Show no fear, Damascus. They've not met our kind before. Their bloated barge won't save them. Take a piece of that!
Okay.
That's two down!
2 down, 2 to go.
Speed! They got us! Now!
Off the tempo!
Ramming speed!
Off the pace, brothers! Speed them off!
There's one more yet for Poseidon's collection. Take a piece of that! Now! Now!
Speed off!
Ramming speed!
The
There we go.
Gabiniani were vanquished. All 20 mountainous warships lay in Poseidon's slimy embrace. Alone, and with the fury of the wind and sea railing against them, they prevailed.
I mean, I just
20
use
warships.
Alt.
Pompey himself would not claim so many.
You must
Oh,
not doubt
God.
me. I was told it by someone who saw it happen.
Captain, we bested them! The Gabiniani are finished!
Don't be hasty, boy. My spies gave me a greater number than that. They must have split their fleet. We should head east.
Ramming
Straight into the jaws of the
speed!
crocodile, if your spies tell the truth.
What of it? I've wrestled more fearsome beasts.
And none were a match for our captain!
Your bravado will be your undoing, Captain. And ours.
Honestly, I love the ramming speed. I started to enjoy ramming in air.
As if rising from the very depths of the underworld, a second bristling wall of hulls appeared. This time, an unbelievable 40 Gabiniani death ships faced our lone heroes. Then another ship rose behind the fleet, the size of which has never been seen before or since. 10,000 warriors crowded its massive decks, smashing sword and spear against brazen shield.
This may have been the largest fleet ever to sail the Mediterranean.
Silence! Fell like fog. Suddenly, 100 balls.
The way they spring from the fog, it is like a nightmare!
Ah! Don't let their tricks trouble you, Damastis. It's a ruse to shake our nerve. They gain
Ramming
nothing
speed!
Their fire is intense!
Foxidas, this weapon could really help our cause.
by- I might know someone who knows someone. We could make it happen.
The heroics were spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships! From the east!
Head is balls! This must be the full count of these bastards!
Oh, good grief. Still doesn't work as well as originally, but sure.
Spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships! From the east!
Head is balls! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah la la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! Demastis! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing on this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabriani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady, old man! Let's not bait the gods! Strike ours!
Fire!
Victory!
Yes!
Bayamon! Well done, all!
Finally!
And that is the game! Ah, la, 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 la!
So we only had to sync that one. Good. Yeah, I've actually found 2 places for war elephants. I have no clue what level they are.
They may
Oh.
still be...
So Foxidas and the goddess sailed into legend, over the backs of 10 times 10,000 drowned Gabiniani. I tell you, I weep just to tell of it. And they say, if you whisper a prayer into a wave or a fold of the sea, you can hear their war cry answer back. Alala! Alala! And that is how it happened. To a word.
What a tale. The goddess' name was Aya, and a goddess she truly is. That may be the only honest part of the story.
What is truth? All is permitted in the realm of greatness.
Oh no.
One must believe in the act of creation, or else they will join the Gabiniani.
You are a fine storyteller, Seni. Though, I cannot tell if you are playing a game with me, or telling a story.
They are one and the same, my friend. Married to each other, like the oceans and the rain.
Alala!
You see it now!
Yeah. Just nothing is true, everything is permitted. Let's, well done. Let's go for the hidden ones. We're level 40, so we should be able to do this. I'm ready. Oh. There are still a lot of cases that actually haven't finished in here. Jesus.
An oil cellar. You may have seen that ship will not sail anytime soon. An oil cellar. You may have seen Kawit.
No, we're not doing any side quests.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a man named Bayek.
Oh, you found him.
I'm here to give you passage to the Sinai.
So, the content of the hidden ones takes place 4 years after the end of the main story. Players expect to have a hint in advanced level. Continue? I'm level 40, so yes.
Bayek, I cannot convey the sorrow with which I write to you. The Sinai is in revolt against the Romans. 2 hidden ones have been killed in a massacre. I am solely responsible. I am the one who trained them. I am struggling to keep the hidden ones together, and have allied with the rebel leader, Gamilat. I need your wise counsel, dear friend. Please, come.
In blackest night, the Sinai sleeps, exhausted with grief. Our mouths filled with ashes, we weep tears of blood. Who will deliver us from despair? Our hero moves with the mist, as silent as the sea, delivering death. Unknown, unseen, ever unforgiving. Listen, let me tell you of him, the legend of Siwa, the shadow who is Bayek. Bayek, Bayek, Bayek. Bayek.
Sounds like quite a man. I need to find
let's
the
see.
hideout.
Oh my. Oh, it's just this. Alright, sure. Level 55 is the highest. Sure. Nearby viewpoints can help us. Sure. Let's go for set viewpoint. Okay, no, we just found where we need to go. We haven't had the viewpoint just yet. Viewpoint is more important though. I want this viewpoint. Right there. I might before I actually explore everything of like the original area. I might just first explore this entire place.
The entrance is closed. There must be another way in.
There probably is, but viewpoint. We really need to jump down from the viewpoint, like right somewhere. Would be great though, like if you just jump into water from here and like you have to dive from there into the bureau. I like how it just shows me. I mean, it seems like this here is an entrance.
This is it. Ah, the Hidden One's bureau.
Never been into one before in this game. Not gonna lie.
My name is Kashta. It is an honor to meet you, Mentor.
No formalities, Kashta. We are both equally Hidden Ones.
Such loss of life.
Tahira.
Bayek, thank the gods you have come.
Your message was urgent.
These are the swords of 2 hidden ones I recruited, killed in a massacre.
They will be remembered as martyrs to the cause.
This is Gamilat, leader of the Nabatean rebels.
What happened?
We retreated through the village. The Romans pursued us in a fury and took their anger out on the villagers.
It was pure butchery. Innocent men and women. The Hidden Ones tried to stop it and were killed.
They understood the risks.
I assigned them to help the rebels.
Tahira. What has been done cannot be undone. The Hidden Ones have no place in battles, but we can help the rebellion by eliminating the Roman leader.
General Rufio. But he is in Rome.
Rufio has 3 lieutenants here in the Sinai.
These 3 men will die.
Let's get to it.
I am indebted to you.
We do this for the people, Gamilat.
Yes, the people. The people and I are one and the same.
So we got 3 targets now. And hopefully that fuck from Rome actually comes to here then as well. Right. quests. 4 main quests. Where the slaves die. Okay, let's accept every quest in here.
Meet Tahira above the quarry.
Actually, there's one in here.
Osokon has been missing for 2 weeks. He is the shadow tasked with surveying the quarry.
Yet the shadow became lost.
It may be too late for Osokon. He went to a merchant ship at the dock several days ago, and that place is crawling with Romans. Would be a shame to lose him. His passion for the people and the Hidden Ones knew no bounds. I would die for him.
I will find this Osokon.
Yes, I'm kind of willing to find every achievement.
Oh no, leave me alone! I didn't do anything!
Good grief.
Quiet down, boy. Be calm. Why are you saying such things?
There are bounty hunters looking for a man with an eagle. I will receive gold if I tell them.
What bounty hunters?
They call themselves the Shadows of the Scarab.
The Scarab? Neck. Little boy. I'm not the man you are looking for. That is no eagle. It is a pigeon.
It is a very brave pigeon. Wait!
Okay. So, we have our normal people that are coming for us. In the other area, which there's only one left of. And then we also have these two. Let's get House of the Dead, sorry. And let's get our okay. So 2 quests we can accept at
Shadows
least.
of the Scarab.
I'm the type of person who accepts every quest. So, especially so that I can just do them later on.
The mountains of the Sinai hide the tortured souls of the dead.
What is this all about?
Have you not heard? The old necropolis up in the mountains is haunted by all the dead who cannot enter the afterlife.
Ah, someone should look into that.
Someone should apparently, okay.
Under the clang of iron, beneath the rule of Rome, our children wail all night as our land is shipped away.
Alright, we can accept this quest at least, and afterwards we can move to our first actual main quest.
It's gone. Can you find it? It must be found.
I do not mean to bother you.
What must be found?
Be off with you. It's none of your business. Goethe has it well in hand. And I never spoke of treasure. Certainly not.
Treasure?
But can you find it for me? I left it. I'm almost certain. Somewhere. It must be here in my writings. I discard my writings as I travel, leaving scrolls as a trail of woe wherever I go. Read this one.
Okay then. There's a place here though. Captain Commander, 2 times treasure. Let's not though. Where the slaves die. Also, looking at that experience amount.
Oh.
That's some fine experience. I mean, he just came to me.
Whoa.
Why is this place not being discovered? Sure. Probably there's like a hidden entrance somewhere. I'm not going to care about that for now. Actually, that's the quarry. There's not going to be a hidden entrance, it's just an open entrance, it's just... I don't need to find it right now.
They will attack on sight here.
Oh my.
Bayek. It is time to dispose of Rufio's lieutenant. Tacito often comes out to roost atop the quarry. He is a brutal overseer. He makes an example of his workers every day. But are you
Seems
sure
fun.
it is wise to kill him in the open?
Maybe he needs to be made an example of. Which is why it's actually good to kill people like him in the open. So it's actually... Okay, well then we're going to finish up the entire location. People are level 40. Okay, we found 1, 2 treasures. We found him and him. Meaning we don't need more. It's not going to go 100 meters far, is it? It doesn't. It barely goes 80. Fuck!
Ultimum quad, tentacit.
Okay.
Nollite ivi. Sanguina damnatus. Venit in studio.
Oi!
Coquibobos moribernis. Incumbite. Nunc honos ne descendas. Et dabo vos in consumationem. Et eis pedere.
quanto querivos! Memento!
Et non finis!
Et tuore! Et domare! Diudius mannere non potes! Sterculum! Usbak! Ego ostendam tibi dolor! Ubiis! Et partis est!
No! Why?
Quisentiam incorpore! Et illos!
Please.
Mortuis sunt!
Sic calce, Captainis!
Ah, fuck. Well.
Pausa!
Now you shut up. Where's the other leader type of character? Alright, I don't care about him. Right, I have a feeling that everything down here is just dead. Apart from what's on that boat, but I don't care about that boat.
Alright, I'm awake.
Nachte, Hirt and Berg.
Let Osiris maul your car in eternity.
Egyptian soul! Rome will be your wise master! The order is eternal!
I need to regroup with Tahira.
The order is eternal. Now that sounds fun.
Feel something is watching us.
Got your back.
Don't worry.
Right, I want to actually complete this location. Like, I didn't come this far just to eventually not complete it.
Siste, confute! Hoc modo!
Okay.
Ultimem poi! Et percutiamo se io...
Come on. Okay, we got A location done. What are you? Oh, why are you up here?
Fly like Senu. I fear more Romans are on the horizon. Tacito has a larger force than this. I am certain of it. If we cut down the entire operation, we may cause a rebellion, which will bring more good to Sinai.
All Romans in it.
This could get messy. Freeing those prisoners could help our battle.
Yeah, can I?
A quiet approach.
This is too far. Although, yep, nope, it is too far.
You have freedom. Now use it. Take back Nabatea.
Okay, free prisoners, beautiful.
State! Caveum ad infernum! Pessoros turcus non diu! Lamas, coolus!
Free the Nabateans! Let's start!
Reinforcements. I will add them to the offering for Anubis.
There they are! Cut them down! You may never rebel against great Rome! Who is rousing the people?
There we go. You have a shield? Fuck you.
Rejoice, brothers and sisters!
Tassito is dead. Let us retake the quarry.
Yes, Bayek. You are still the fine warrior I knew.
Ensure this quarry remains in good hands.
That will be hard. Rufio will send more centurions. And there are still slaves inside the quarry who need to be liberated.
Resilience is your greatest weapon.
You work for Gamelot? He told us of the Hidden Ones. Great shadowy heroes.
No one works for the Hidden Ones.
Well, thank you for defending us. If I see your sigil in the future, I will respect it.
Where the slaves die.
My friend, strong bastard!
We're level 41. Let's see. Oh, let's go for the next quest from the main ones, and that is the Walls of the Ruler. We can't color horse in here. Sure.
Whoa.
Also, for speed, I actually selected the horse.
What are you doing?
Because most of the time I'm usually traveling, so. Walls of the Ruler, well, this is where the next great fuck is going to be that we need to kill, probably. New location also. And I do want that scroll, so... If we can complete a location, like in any way or form... Besides that, it's 600 experience if you complete a location like this, so... You know, it's more than enough experience to really be accounted for as actual good. Still not the best, like, look at the experience you get for God.
Over here.
Yeah, I know where you are, just... Let me go down.
I detest that fort. They rob every Nabatean who enters. And all must enter.
Gamelot tells me a hidden one may attempt to enter it.
That would be suicide.
Tahira said you would come.
Who is my target?
Ampelios. He oversees all commerce on the peninsula. You will find him below. He squeezes bloody juice from every coin that passes along the way of Horus and through those walls.
How will I know him?
There you have a problem. He dresses exactly like his captains. From afar, he is impossible to identify.
Are you certain he is in the fort?
I am certain. My partner went in there earlier and never came back.
Wait for me at the Praying Hands. If I find your partner, I will bring him there.
Alright, let's go. Although I have to say, looking at the map... Okay, so there's 2 viewpoints. One of them has the Shadow of the South. I kind of want to get both viewpoints before I even attempt this location. Also. My biggest concern is that guy from the south, though. That shadow. Just because he's level 45, it actually scares me a little bit because of his level. Knowing all too well that I can't even fight the Iron Bull yet, which is the level 41 from the other one, for like the normal area. I've done every other one. It's just the Iron Bull with his spear is just so fucking annoying. Also, I tend to try to press shift actually when I'm going down something like this. Which, thanks for the original Assassin's Creed for that, because, well, that one when you want to go down, or when you want to grab again to a wall, you press left shift. And since I've played that one and completed it, well, literally yesterday, well, played and completed it again yesterday, yeah. I might actually look up a map or something that tells me exactly where which flag is. Just for 100% completion for that one. Kinda would like that. Just to like give that one its glory as well in that sense. Right, we're almost up here. Map. He's not actually there anymore. He might be on the road to there though. Honestly, let's go to that viewpoint. Let's avoid that guy if we can. And then we fast travel back and actually do this base.
Ah, Senu. He cannot be found. He is dressed like all the others.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to kill, like, because of the location, because of the type of location, I'm going to clear it either way. We're going to the right. Yes! As long as we don't find that shadow of the, or ghost of the south. I think it's shadow of the south. Is it? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, shadow of the south. As long as we don't fight him, then we should be all fine. I kinda just want to avoid him, you know? Just for now. Later on, once when I can do him. Like hell yeah, later on I'll actually go for him. Same goes for the one on the north. Right, now we fast travel here. There's a quest we can accept on the northern part of that location. So that's the next thing we'll do, just accepting that quest. If it's a quest that we can actually do in that area as well, then hell yeah. Like, I'm all up for, like, clearing a base if that's even needed. Like, actually killing everyone inside.
This area is off limits.
There's 6 treasure, there's 2 captains, 1 commander. And we can do that. So if something happens, and if something goes wrong... Cannot locate the target. Do I care though? Right, that is a... Okay, you're 400 meters away. Beautiful. Yeah, that's far enough away. Also, I like how they're like, yeah, no, we can't find the target for you. And I'm just like, I don't care for the target.
Where is this Cassid and Pelias?
I don't care where he is. Let's murder as much as we can. Wait. What? How did one of the captains die? Oh, because we have a rebel in there. What? I mean,
That must be Ampelius.
You are disrupting commerce. The hidden one has been dealt. I will.
Okay.
Ah, shit! Help me, brothers!
Ten. 11. The order is eternal.
Oh my. Well done.